Now, after 3 years, a southern Indiana man has learned his fate after putting an officer's safety at risk during a domestic incident back in 2020. Sebastian Beck, who already pleaded guilty to battery charges, has now been sentenced to 16 years. WHAS 11 Night Team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Jessica Farley talked to prosecutors who believe this stiff penalty sends a message.
Sebastian Beck will now serve 16 years after pleading guilty to charges of attempted battery against an officer and domestic battery. It all circles around a domestic disturbance on September of 2020 on Gordon Drive in New Albany. That's where New Albany police officer John Davidson tried to de-escalate the incident by asking Beck to step out of a vehicle. Beck refused, instead driving the vehicle towards Officer Davidson. Officer Davidson then shot Beck and the vehicle 4 times.
He put his life literally on the line against an over 3,000-pound vehicle coming at him. That's courage. That's a hero.
Floyd County prosecutor Chris Lane says this incident is like several domestic violence situations that continue to put so many in danger, and the penalties are getting stiffer.
Domestic incidents lead or can lead to serious violent felonies. In this case, an A misdemeanor domestic violence is now a level 3, which is 16 years.
Lane's team is now introducing an initiative to hold violent offenders accountable. Floyd County, like other areas in Kentuckiana, is dealing with an uptick in domestic disputes. That includes the 2022 shooting death of New Albany mother Brandy Douglas, who was killed by her husband Sherrock Douglas. He was found guilty of murder and sentenced to life in prison in October, and now we know Sebastian Beck's fate. Prosecutors are also starting a new program shifting resources to meet the challenge.
We're going to continue to involve ourselves in training with the New Albany Police Department to make sure that they have all the tools that we can offer them in our help in responding to domestic violence.
Details on the program are limited right now, but we're told the prosecutor's office will be working closely with NAPD on enhanced training, with the hope it'll send a message that domestic violence won't be tolerated. In New Albany, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
And Sebastian Beck has already served 850 days in jail. That's more than 2 years, which will go toward his 16-year sentence. Now, since the 2020 incident, Officer Davidson has been promoted within the police department. Now, if you or someone you know needs help, the domestic abuse hotline is open 24/7. Just call the number on your screen. We also have a list of resources on our website. That's WHAS11.com.